The Sun opposing Venus creates a dynamic and often challenging, yet highly attractive, connection between two individuals. While oppositions are considered hard aspects, they often signify strong pull and a potential for growth through understanding differences. Here's a deep analysis of how this aspect might manifest in both partners' behavior. Understanding the core energies. Sun represents the core identity, ego, life force, conscious self, and fundamental drive. It's how a person shines and expresses their individuality. Venus symbolizes love, affection, values, desires, aesthetics, harmony, and how one gives and receives love. It's about what a person is attracted to and what brings them pleasure. The opposition dynamic. An opposition, 180-degree angle, means these two planetary energies are directly across from each other in the zodiac. In synastry, this often means that what one person embodies, their sun, is the opposite of what the other person values or seeks in love, their Venus. This creates strong initial attraction. There's often a magnetic, opposites attract, pull. The qualities the Sun person embodies may be exactly what the Venus person finds alluring, and vice versa. There's a sense of something missing that the other person seems to fulfill. Complementary but conflicting. While there's a strong desire to connect, the fundamental approaches to life and love can be quite different. This can lead to a push-pull dynamic. Learning and growth potential. This aspect offers a significant opportunity for growth. It forces both individuals to confront their own needs and values, and to learn to compromise and integrate the opposite perspective. Behavioral manifestations of each partner. The Sun person's behavior. Feeling challenged or misunderstood. The Sun person's core identity and way of being might feel constantly challenged or unappreciated by the Venus person's differing values and desires. They might feel like the Venus person doesn't fully get who they are or what they need to shine. Ego investment. Their ego is deeply involved in the relationship. They might seek validation from the Venus person for their identity and actions. If they don't receive it in the way they expect, they can become frustrated or even self-centered. Impatience with Venus's pace. The Sun person, focused on their personal expression and often more direct, might become impatient with the Venus person's slower, more value-driven approach to decisions or intimacy. Feeling limited. They might feel that the Venus person's need for comfort, harmony, or a certain type of relationship limits their own freedom or self-expression. Potential for coldness/egotism. If the differences are not addressed constructively, the Sun person might retreat emotionally, becoming cold or even overly egotistical, putting their own needs first. Desire for appreciation. Deep down, they crave recognition and appreciation for who they are. They might express their love through their unique contributions or by leading in some way, and they expect that to be valued. The Venus person's behavior. Seeking appreciation and harmony. The Venus person's primary need in the relationship is to feel appreciated, valued, and to experience harmony. They might work hard to make the Sun person happy. Feeling unappreciated or overlooked. They might feel that their efforts or their unique way of loving are not fully recognized or reciprocated by the Sun person, who might be more focused on their own self-expression. Passive aggression or manipulation, if unresolved. If their needs for appreciation and harmony are consistently unmet, the Venus person might become passive-aggressive, manipulative, or indirectly try to get their needs met, rather than direct confrontation. Different values and expectations. They may have different expectations for the relationship or different values concerning love, money, or aesthetics. This can lead to misunderstandings with the Sun person. Focus on comfort and security. The Venus person might prioritize comfort, security, and the finer things in life, which might clash with the Sun person's more spontaneous or independent nature. Resentment. Over time, unaddressed feelings of being unappreciated or undervalued can lead to significant resentment. Relationship dynamics and potential challenges. Clash of priorities. The Sun person's need for individual expression and identity can clash with the Venus person's desire for partnership harmony and shared values. Different love languages. They may express and receive love in very different ways, leading to feelings of not being loved or understood. The Sun person might show love through their actions and independence, while the Venus person through affection, gifts, or shared experiences. Ego versus desire. The Sun person's ego can be bruised if the Venus person doesn't admire them in the way they expect, and the Venus person can feel unloved if the Sun person seems too self-involved. Difficulty with compromise. Because the energies are opposite, finding a middle ground can be challenging. Each person needs to genuinely understand and respect the other's fundamental needs, even if they are different from their own. Hot and cold or push-pull. The attraction can be intense, but the inherent differences can lead to periods of strong connection followed by friction or distance. Potential for selfishness. Both partners may have a tendency to be a bit selfish if they don't consciously work to meet the other's needs. Path to harmony and growth. Despite the challenges, the Sun opposing Venus in Synastry holds immense potential for growth and a passionate connection if both partners are willing to communicate openly and honestly, address differences directly and express needs clearly, rather than resorting to passive aggression or resentment. Appreciate differences. Recognize that the opposite qualities are not flaws, but rather complementary energies that can enrich the relationship. The Sun person can learn to value Venus's desire for beauty and harmony, and Venus can admire the Sun's strength and individuality. Compromise and balance. Actively seek a middle ground where both individuals' needs are met. This requires a conscious effort from both sides. Recognize the attraction as a teacher. The strong attraction is there for a reason, to teach both individuals about balance, acceptance, and the integration of their own shadow or less developed aspects. Cultivate mutual respect. Even when disagreeing, maintain a fundamental respect for each other's core identity, Sun, and their way of loving, Venus. In essence, Venus opposing Sun in Synastry is a dynamic relationship that demands conscious effort and a willingness to grow. It's a dance between individuality and partnership, where the challenge of differing needs can ultimately forge a stronger, more complete bond if approached with understanding and compromise.